Hello, I'm your host gamestradamus, and welcome to some more Bad Company 2. Today we are playing a rush match on Port Valdez, and I want to go over some assault class tactics when playing on the defending team. Now I wanted to start the clip right here just to bring up one quick tip, and that is if you are trying to go for somebody who is sitting around one of their friendly tanks with people in it, do not shoot at them unless you have good cover, because the tank will spot you and blow your head off. But in my defense, after reviewing this tape, I'm pretty sure that I was probably talking with my girlfriend for the first two capture points, because I spawned a couple times and just let this tank kill me and didn't even bother moving. So I must have been on the phone with her. I mean, I was not playing video games while talking with you, baby. You know I wouldn't do that. You know conversations with you is just the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. Speaking of defensive tactics, guys, video games for ladies are never a good excuse. They will always come first in their minds. So, gotta play your cards right. Anyway, back to some assault class tactics. So for me, when I'm defending this second section here, I definitely like to stick to the left side and kind of get up on this little hill, kind of use the shrubbery and trees as cover, because you can float on both sides, and like you can see these two guys are trying to sneak around the side. Well, if you're sitting there in the middle, then you can catch people trying to do that, and they don't really expect a lot of people up there. So if you can kind of sit like right here in this little nook area, you can have a pretty good view, and you can also get guys that are coming out to the right. But also, good thing to keep in mind is if you're getting shot randomly and you can't figure out where it's coming from right away, you should usually look up, because chances are it's probably a sneaky little UAV, getting away with shooting you from half a mile away. So you got to watch out for those little bitches. Anyway, so even when I die, I come right back to this area, just because it is the best place to guard in defending. It's kind of like a little choke area, and as more and more trees get destroyed, it's kind of easier for you to cover it, but also for them to see you. So you kind of have to sit on this little tip. But as you can see, you can really just catch a couple people off guard, because they come up to this hill and look out expecting you to be like sitting back. So if you're kind of right up here, then you catch them a little bit off guard, which is nice. And if you have a couple buddies up there, like these two other guys next to me, and if they're decent, you can sit back and usually hold down the whole area. Unfortunately, a couple guys snuck around and got the point. But anyway, moving along to the third capture section. This is my favorite section on this map, just because there's really a big choke point coming up here, like right in front of where I am. It's very hard. It's very easy to kind of keep the attacking side on the other side, especially if you use the vehicles properly. Like, we've moved up a tank here, and there's also an Apache helicopter in the middle of the base that we can get. That is definitely the most deadly vehicle in the game if you have a good pilot. That thing's really annoying, in fact. But luckily, it's on our side. So I know a couple guys get in this, and they're just raining hell from above. And if we can just kind of guard their vehicles and guys moving up like this guy, then they just have no chance. Now, I like to stick on the right side of this map when I'm moving up, just because there's trees and you can also kind of move down to the water and avoid the vehicles. Because on the left side, there isn't as much cover. And so once you get up to kind of where I am on the left side, as you can see, there's no cover there. So you're kind of like just blindly running. So I like to move up on the right side. Now, when you're the defending team, the whole idea pretty much is just to slaughter the other team as much as possible. You don't really have to play as much of a team game in this, because you're not capturing points and trying to support each other. This is just more like watching each other's backs and making sure no one's sneaking around and just killing. So I always like to push up, just like I did it in the section before. And here, I like to push up to their side, to where I kind of feel comfortable, and just try to pick them off when they're coming out of their spawn. So, with me here and my other teammates in these choppers just flying around, and there's a couple other guys over here, they have a really hard time trying to move up. So, as long as I can, kill the anti-air guy there, then I can keep them from destroying the helicopter, which is probably their main focus because that thing is just ridiculous. So as long as that guy can stay alive, a lot of the heat will be off of me. So you want to think about stuff like that. And there's not, I don't think, full teams in this. I think it's maybe like 8 on 8 or something like that. So when you're playing like 8 on 8 or below, you can get away with moving up a lot more like I am here. But, you know, when the teams get bigger, you want to look out for that. But also you want to be smart. Like I've been sitting here for a little bit and I've been killing a bunch of people. So obviously they know I'm there because when they look in the little kill cam, they'll see the pipes and that's pretty recognizable. So, you know, when you're killing a bunch of people in an area, you definitely want to move because chances are at least one of the guys is going to try to come back at you. And it's since the maps are so big and hard to spot people, he'll usually have a better chance of killing you. Just because you can't really see him coming if he's going to spawn right away and come right at you. So anyway, we are going to kind of push up a little bit more right here. It's getting towards the end of this game. There's only a couple kills left, so we're just kind of squeezing in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these tactics. This game's coming to an end. There's obviously a bunch more things to go over, but I just wanted to bring you some fun gameplay and just talk about a few things to keep in mind when defending. So anyway, I wanted to take a minute here at the end to just say a big thank you to all of you out there in the community who've been watching my videos thus far. You guys have been leaving and sending me a lot of really cool comments. I definitely read all of them, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. It definitely makes doing this whole thing worth it. So I will do my best to keep bringing you some great gameplay and commentary. And I've been trying to get Machinima's attention so that hopefully I can get sponsored by them and take this hosting thing to a whole new level. So stay tuned, and I will be back soon. Subscribe now for instant gratification.